Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Be the Change, Change the World, where it's not just a YouTube channel, but it's an initiative. It's my dream, because the only way the world can change is if you can change. And those that don't change are in fear. But hopefully with these lessons, they'll come around too. So, how does fear hold us back? Well, the main way is when you're controlling yourself, and there's two ways that you can control yourself. The toxic negative way is self-restriction, controlling your personality, wearing a mask to fit in with others, pretending to be someone else for a specific agenda. The more positive way, or the positive way of controlling yourself, which is actually discipline, it's managing yourself, mastering your emotions, mastering your thoughts, mastering your overall physical health, mastering your finances, and mastering your spirituality. And the only way you can master any of these things is if you start in the spirit first. So when you're controlling yourself and you're restricting yourself, this is usually in the realm of your decisions. When you make decisions based on fear to protect yourself, like lying to get out of trouble, things like that. When you make decisions to limit yourself, say, I can't do that. That's not for me. I won't do that. I'm uncomfortable doing that. Things like that. And the third way is when you make decisions based upon what is easier for everyone else. And that's whenever you're denying yourself of something that you want based on how someone else thinks and feels about it. These are 3 different ways that you can make very harmful decisions that promote stagnancy in your life and your soul. This is you controlling yourself and putting yourself in a box. It's harmful for your potential. It's a survival mechanism that you've practiced probably your whole life. It worked for a while until it didn't. But then you'll find instances in your life where it causes problems for you, challenges, conflicts, obstacles, or makes you feel like it can be ruining your life, because it is. We are not meant to be making decisions based on any of those 3 things that I had previously mentioned. This is the universe's way of showing you and inviting you to see the steady decline of dependability on your mechanisms that you've built for yourself to keep yourself safe, in a comfort zone, in a box, where you're trapped, where you're in prison, and where you're not free, and where you're unhappy and stuck and stagnant. If you don't know what stagnancy is, I just uploaded a video about stagnancy. Go check it out. I tried to split it up, make these videos as short as possible. Many people practice the avoidance of love feelings, avoidance of communication, and avoidance of actions, things that they really feel like they really want to do, and they just don't. They just completely avoid it because they're afraid. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of hurting others. But really, you're just denying yourself and keeping yourself in a virtual prison, a prison within your own self. Placing emphasis on the hold of the power of fear this person has over investing love into others who in the end just end up walking away in the end. Why bother investing in the first place? When we stop investing in love and happiness and all that goes with it, we forfeit not only the loving feelings, the interactions and experiences and memories, but you forfeit the lesson that we are to learn karmic lessons in life in order to grow, change, and evolve. When we are not actively involved in our growth, we grow toxic and unhealthy to the degree you let it go until you start addressing and taking action towards the health and wellness balance over all aspects of your life. This is what it means to be grounded. Actively striving for goals to help you promote actual health, wellness, and safety of self. Think about areas of your physical health that need focus on. Areas of your spiritual health to improve. If you're lacking spiritual practices and beliefs, it's kind of time to at least explore areas of affirmations, saying things regularly so you'll eventually believe that they are so. Guided meditations, chakra clearing and activation, working with the violet flame, healing of the inner child, anything related to releasing trauma and cutting toxic cords. I also have a video about that. Check that out, please. Sleep frequency music and tones to help you sleep. Self-hypnosis. You can find videos on these about these subjects on YouTube, as well as subliminals for reprogramming your mind. When our minds are in an unhealthy state from years of abuse and neglect, we forget to release the negative, harmful, unhealthy thoughts that become emotions. We want to automatically revert to what we think we know is safe, or the safer action, or the safer option, despite the pain and repercussions that may happen. Karma accumulated over time for conscious choices, and avoidance of making choices is a choice. This is essentially your ego, which is based off of fear, and fear is not of God. Fear is it's an unnecessary frequency. Everyone has an ego. It's a mechanism designed to protect us, but in harmful ways. Some of us play it too safe and don't take the emotionally fulfilling risks we are guided to take. We don't need to rely on the ego to help us keep our hearts guarded, like Fort Knox, only for reasonable barriers around your heart. Instead, opening your heart and communicating freely and authentically when the times arise. Ignoring your intuition and loving feelings of a person and denying feelings when they secretly exist only creates your own pressure cooker. Stuffing emotions of any kind will eventually come to the surface over time and will be needing to eventually be dealt with. Why procrastinate and wait for the emergency? Why wait for the meltdown? Why not just promote an easier, less stressful life? Deal with the emotions now. Deal with the issues now. It will eventually become an emergency. I'll stop there for now, because I said a lot. And I hope it gives y'all something to think about. There's there is suggestions here to help you overcome self-restriction and just healing in general, to help us overcome making decisions out of fear. So that is what I have for y'all. I hope this video finds you well. Please like, share, and subscribe. This information is very valuable and is free to be sharing with anyone who may need to hear this content. Because when we heal and when we change ourselves, we're happier, healthier, and freer. But if you choose to stay stuck, everything is just that much more difficult. When challenges arise, it's a meltdown. But if you're actively working on yourself, doing this healing work, being able to be honest and authentic from your heart space, from your true self, when challenges arise, they're much easier to deal with because you are able to master your emotions. You won't have outbursts that you regret because you'll be able to be mindful, to take a step back, to detach, and to say something that would not be toxic, would not be abusive, but would actually be helpful and peaceful. But it does take discipline. It does take hard work to overcome how we've been programmed to behave and react and respond. It's easy to respond to nasty people with nastiness. And that's not necessary. And that is one of the many reasons for this channel. I used to be such a nasty, negative, toxic person. And I feel that if I can change, others can change slowly over time too. I believe in y'all. Thank you for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all so very much. And I hope that these videos are useful for you, as this information has been extremely useful for me. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to y'all soon.